Gary!
Seinfuck.
Get that bot in here.
Jesus.
Get that butt in here.
Malcolm, did you finish your Joyburst?
I haven't finished my Joyburst yet, but
What flavor you got?
but it's actually my last one from the case. It's lime Joyburst.
Bro's been bursting joy.
From the No Sugar Company. Joyburst is an energy drink that very clearly says it has no sugar. The only reason I bought Joyburst, I bought it from Costco, was because the box that it's in features a photo of the CEO, this guy named Brad Woodgate. He's got puka shell necklace, white t-shirt, black blazer.
Yes.
And he just goes, I love the energy that I get from no sugar in my Joyburst. And I want to share with you a hit song I wrote about it. And it just features a QR code. And then to be completely honest, we just watched the video before the recording because we can't obviously play it on the podcast. But the video is insane, mostly because it's a Vanilla Ice song that this CEO guy, Brad Woodgate, is just on. Like, it's an ad for Joyburst, but it's both one of Vanilla Ice's, in my opinion, best songs ever.
Well, yeah, it's couched as a modern rap hyper pop song. And I don't like the genre. I think the genre needs a major facelift. But in terms of like being a DJ Khaled production, this is stellar. Yeah, you didn't hear the "We the best music" at the beginning.
Oh yeah, totally missed that.
Yeah, the thing is, you'd think that like this Joyburst song would just be on like the No Sugar Company or the Joyburst like YouTube page as an ad.
I would think that.
No, it's on Vanilla Ice's YouTube page, and
On his main channel.
It's on his main channel, and here's the thing: this is what the description of the song is, which is called Joyburst, and it's just an ad for Joyburst. It goes, "This summer's hottest release is officially here. Listen to our collaborative single Joyburst, guaranteed to be the song of the summer. Now streaming everywhere." Here's the thing: it's not the song of the summer.
It's only March, for crying out loud.
Yeah, it's
April now. It's April, huh?
My favorite part is that in the YouTube like comments, there's just a lot of like people just like praising Vanilla Ice.
Dick riding it, of course.
Yeah, it's dick riding. Don't worry.
Curated.
Of all people to dick ride, why dick ride Vanilla Ice? That just doesn't.
Yeah, well, my favorite is the top comment, which only has 65 thumbs up. So just
the top comment.
Just get you an idea how many people are actually watching and enjoying this.
Also, how many people are actually dick riding Vanilla Ice, which is not a lot. It just goes, and it's all in capitals. Vanilla Ice is a legend. First white solo rapper to go #1 in the nation. Never forget that.
Dude, that is a bought and paid for comment if I have ever heard it. That is not a real person.
And then it has the emoji for like 100.
100, 100, 100. Yeah, this shit goes hard. Fire, fire, fire. On mute. Fire, fire, fire.
There are like 50 bots and 5 people that should be ashamed of themselves.
Well, exactly. But then the problem is there's a fight under this comment section where this guy, and the first reply is true, but the first white rappers was the Beastie Boys and Kid Rock.
What?
I beg your pardon?
And then, yeah, well, which I'm like, Kid Rock is not a white rapper.
These people also don't have any concept of time.
And yeah, so the guy responds, he goes, "You're right about Beastie Boys, but then again, they were a group, so it's kind of different."
Oh, man.
Kid Rock became successful in the late 90s. Vanilla Ice went #1 in 1990. And then just another guy just chimes in and goes, "Facts."
Facts, of course. Yeah, those are not real people.
But I think the funniest bit about this video is the fact that like halfway through, there's just a 3D animation of just a bunch of people dancing. Like they couldn't pay enough people to actually like do a party scene.
Yeah, they have one like dancer and she's featured, and it's just like a random white woman because you can't have a person of color in this music video.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it's like her. But then when they wanted group shots, it's this like really terrible like 2000s video game like animation style like dancing.
Yeah, this is like some animation sweatshop in Vietnam pushed that out.
Yeah, I mean, but that's great editing.
So no, I don't even think it's a sweatshop thing. It's like someone paid like a kid who's in high school who's like selling his like VFX services on Fiverr. Like they sent $100 over, and then they got that in return, and they're like, "Works for us."
And he used the rest of the program for animation for porn. That's what he does.
Yeah, that's how he supplements his income. He's got a Patreon for his like erotic
3D animations.
He's not in high school in this. In this scenario, he's not in high school. I said he was high school. He's not in high school.
Man, I mean, what? It's fucking. We had friends. You remember Harper? We had friends who fucking drew porn in high school, and some of them even sold it.
Yeah, I remember. I remember you asking him to make Rule 34 of a rock that you found, and he did it. And
I don't remember this at all. Are you fucking with me?
No, that's when I learned the magic of the internet.
Wait, you wanted The Rock like a Rule 34?
I don't remember this at all.
Yeah, he wanted Dwayne The Rock Johnson drawn naked.
Oh god damn!
And you know that Animan meme where he's walking down the street to Ballin' by Mustard?
Yeah.
I just think that meme's funny. That doesn't have anything to do with it.
No.
I don't see my memory of our high school days is very selective. It's meant to keep my brain and identity all cushioned and nice. Yeah.
Robert used to have to take the bus to school, which was hilarious because he lived like an hour and a half away.
Yeah, it was awful.
all the kids that lived out in this like bumfuck Egypt section of Arizona had to meet in this like dirt road on the side of the road where their parents would drop them off at like 5 a.m. School didn't start until like 7:30, I don't think.
No, it was an easy 2.5 hour bus ride.
I took that bus with Robert before. I was up at like 4:30 and with him on the road waiting for the bus, and I was just like, you do this every day.
It was awful.
The bus ride was all right because I fell asleep, but like, you know how you get a boner on the bus?
You get a boner on the bus?
Yeah, right before you get to school, you know, you have to get off the bus. But the vibration of the bus idling makes you erect. And the anticipation of leaving the bus circulates the blood, which goes straight to your cock. So Robert saw my erect penis, and he was very embarrassed at first. But then once I guided his hand to my lap, he did the rest.
Fuck off. Fuck off. This is not real.
Well, I just want to say the song of the summer is also only 1 minute and 46 seconds long.
It reminds me of that song of the summer from a regular show. It was literally just like a cheesy hacked up ska song.
Oh yeah.
It's just a summertime, living in the summertime.
I mean, you gotta appreciate the lyrics of the Joyburst video. You know, it's just like, was it all natural high? Or yeah, ain't got no crash. It's a natural high. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Let me describe this. Hold on a second. Have you guys ever seen Tim and Eric? Great question, right? This looks like a Tim and Eric production, like as a joke.
Yeah, it looks like a sketch that doesn't end. Like the premise of the sketch doesn't stop, or like there's no hook.
Yeah, it seems like it's kind of like a modern SNL sketch.
Yeah, very modern SNL sketch.
I'm joking.
They actually had some good sketches.
They have good songs. They have good songs, but yeah, one of the section of the song goes, Brad Woodgate with the joy check, make the bus move quick like a reflex. Everywhere we go, you know we got him crazy. Drip too cold, it's vanilla ice, baby.
Got the bus moving so quick, it's a reflex?
Yeah, it goes, Brad Woodgate with the joy check, make the bus move quick like a reflex. Everywhere we go, you know we got him going crazy. Drip too cold, it's vanilla ice, baby.
That's probably the only bar in the song, and half of it doesn't make sense.
Malcolm, can you do me a favor and read that as if it's Shakespeare? Harper can chime in if he wants as well. My voice is fucked right now. So.
Brad Woodgate with the joy check. Make the bus move quick like a reflex. Everywhere we go, you know we got them going crazy. Drip too cold, it's vanilla ice. Baby.
I put the new 4Gs on the G. I trap until the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause all my N-words got it on the streets.
Yeah,
I keep
that's
100 Rex inside my jeans.
that's why you gotta get the trill going, Malcolm. That's key.
Yeah, I can't do the trill. I'm not good at voices. I think that's one thing.
That's my excuse.
I can do very limited voices. I've done stuff where I felt like I've done like improv shows where I felt like, oh, I did some good voices, and people I never got a note being like, hey Malcolm, could you like try doing stuff with your voice? I'm like, fuck. I was so close.
I mean, it's not easy, and I do it. I try a little 18th century rap lyrics reading, but my voice is fucked.
Yeah, Robert sucked a few too many dicks, and now his sinuses are inflated.
I
with
just
semen.
have the flu.
The semen flu.
Robert has the flu. I don't know if you could tell or not.
Oh yeah, very discreet.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's coming. My voice is coming and going depending on.
Oh, everyone's coming and going in your house.
I like that today. I think are you in your recording closet or are you just lying in bed right now?
I'm lying in bed right now.
All right.
Your audio quality has never been higher.
What?
Yeah, you should just give up more often.
I should just give up more often. Fuck.
God always rewards you when you give up, Robert. I'm jealous.
Yeah, of course. I'm a white guy. Of course that's the case.
I'm white too, and every time I give up, I get punished. It's not fair.
Yeah, every time I give up, I just move upwardly, like just in terms of society and wealth.
Yeah, well, Polish, so.
You're Polish? Is that your excuse?
Yeah, I'm sorry. You cut out for a moment. Were you insulting my Polish ancestry?
No, I'm just saying you're not white. Cut that, Sasha, please.
No, keep it in, Sasha. Keep it in, because I have something to say to Robert about this.
Yeah, go on.
Your people were conquered by Julius Caesar before they invented the wheel.
Oof.
Okay, that's all.
Thank you. Thank you. I just imagine like a version of me in like, like 20 AD. It's just like covered in tattoos and the spear, just looking at like, what are they doing on the boat over there? It's just Julius Caesar.
Those stupid Romans. They think they can build a bridge in a day.
You gotta respect the druids. You gotta consult the druids first and make sure the fairies aren't gonna have an issue with it. God, they're gonna get some issues.
Well, I'll off another 18-hour shift. It was a short one. Tilling the farm for my barren lord.
Yeah, I can actually sleep tonight. That's a rare time.
You can sleep? Sheesh.
Shit.
Hell yeah.
Listen, I had to give my wife up to the Baron yesterday, but I think those Roman boys are really going to bring the mix-up this place needs.
Yeah, I had to give my wife to the Baron up the other day, but it's not like she's giving up to me.
It's not like the Baron's got to ask for it. Anyway, so like...
he cut off my thumbs.
Yeah, dude, someone sent me a fucking... That reminds me. Someone sent me some fucking stupid Twitter post the other day. It's like, my dealer said he's got some straight gas. This train be called the Fall of Rome. You'll be zonked out your gourd. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I don't feel shit. 5 minutes later, dude, I swear I just saw some gulls in the forest, and my buddy Philip was started pacing. He said the Senate is lying to us. My first dub got sold to me because my little brother wanted to make a quick buck, and he tricked me into purchasing it off of the premise that it was titled Orc's Blood, the strain.
Oh, I remember that shit.
Because I was a big fan of Warcraft.
I remember that.
And too young and stupid to not know that's a strain, because they called strains stupid stuff all the time back then. Like you heard of like, oh, this is short bus biofuel. This is Gandalf's beard.
Yeah. Stupid, like, oh yeah, this is banana hammock. This is
and $20 for a gram at that. So I was never tricked again. You know, you got to count on family to do something, and if it's not trick you, what is it?
Yeah, if it's not trick you and disappoint you in ways you can't even describe, then yeah, it's what's family for?
What's family for?
Finally, someone says what we've all been thinking.
I mean, we smoked that shit together, Harper. I remember that.
Yeah, it was great.
It was, and like we obviously, yeah, you paid the white boy tax. but to a white boy, so it barely counts.
Well, I didn't stop paying the white boy tax until I started like getting it from the block to block, like in fucking a downtown part of the state. And I gotta tell you, knowing someone is everything if you wanted bud back then, and it made smoking it so much cooler.
Yeah, it's kind of part of it. Count on white people to rip you off at all points of your life.
I mean, yeah.
Wait. What is the white boy tax?
Oh, Malcolm, check this out. I have got an eighth of weed to sell you, right?
Yeah.
And just because I know you, I'm gonna give it to you for $45. This is excellent shit though, and it's super dense. That's the white boy tax.
Oh,
something that should rightly be like,
$30 maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And it's not super dense. It's stemmy.
It's got seeds. It's got
seeds. It's fucking. There's a roach egg in the bag.
It's also like the driest weed you've ever smoked in your entire life. Like it was sitting in a warehouse somewhere.
Because you guys, have bad. You guys should have better weed in Arizona, but somehow you have bad weed.
No, it was different back then. You didn't get it over so easy. The state lines were strict. I mean, not the border from Mexico to the United States.
Bush was president.
I was going to say it's because isn't Arizona on the border?
Yeah. So like border controls were super fucking heavy back then.
I don't think you understand though. Mexican weed is not what you would consider to be good. They call it Mexican brickweed.
Yeah. I mean, I've never had Mexican weed. I've barely had BC bud.
Yeah. I'll explain. So Mexican weed is tied to someone's gas tank, or maybe it's inside someone's gas tank snuck across the border.
Is that a euphemism for them being inside someone's body?
No, it's literally
in their gas tank.
Yeah.
I know.
They put it in a Ziploc and weigh it down with rocks.
I mean, how much weed can you fit in your anal cavity?
I got a tennis ball tube you can try it out with.
You can put a tennis ball tube up your ass, Robert?
No, I can put one up yours.
Don't threaten him with a good time.
Okay, explain, Harper. Explain.
When it comes out the bag, it doesn't like break off and dust up like normal dry ass weed would. Like that's actually higher quality. The bunk weed that you would get, the Bammer in fucking South California, Mexican brick weed chips off like it was a solid unit at one point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They give it to you like it comes out like like seafaring rations in the 1700s.
Yeah, it's like Cram from Lord of the Rings.
Spread, but it's Cram or
That's not old Toby, I tell you what. Old Toby, you go for miles.
You'd buy this fucking terrible shit weed, it'd come out dry as fuck, and then you'd pay like $20 more for it because you bought it from a white friend.
Nasty cow chip fucking, you have to smoke a fucking ounce of it to feel something, and even then the something you feel is a headache. It is the shits.
Yeah, you're getting asbestos in your lungs while you're just desperately trying to get a high out of it.
If you got high off, that's crazy. That's like getting high off cigarettes. Eventually you would find a dealer who would sell you actual weed, and he's like, tell you what, I like you, $20 for a gram just for you. And you're just like, wow, you mean it, a gram? So I could get 2 grams for $40? And they're like, oh yes you can. Because you're stupid. You're just like, man, this is some high quality shit. And soon enough you'll meet someone else who's just like, you paid how much for this? And they disillusion you and make you feel like the biggest on earth.
Because you're like 14 and you are.
But the plus side of that is there's still time. But I was getting sold some fucking Bammer one time outside the place I worked, and I had my scale in my car. They didn't figure I was savvy at this point in my life because I am white. And I weighed it out, and I was feeling it in my fingers, and I was just like, this is a 36th of November fucking a dry ass 1st of February Christmas tree. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm breaking it off the stem because I have a feeling that's most of the weight. And like I put it in the thing. And I don't think this guy really thought of me like this, but I removed all the stems and weighed it out in front of him. I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not giving you any money for this. And he was just like, the fuck you mean? That's still a gram. And I was like, I paid you for an eighth. So either you give me a lot more or give me my money back. And he's just like, hey, chill. And he gave me my fucking money back and we smoked. He at least smoked me out. But afterwards, that guy did ask me where to find coke. And I just kind of feel like
yeah, you don't. That's when you just stop. Yeah, that's yeah.
He asked like, hey man, you know why I could dance with the white lady? And I was just like, what the fucking Goodfellas Saturday
lingo? Motherfucker's going through the 1970s drug crisis.
He's from New York. The New Yorkers are crazy with it. They'll fucking come up to you and they'll be like, yeah, I'm from Yonkers. I got the Jan Sport. Fuck you, by the way. You don't know anything about hip hop, brother. You thought fucking Ill Mind of Hops and 8 or whatever was the height of hip hop. Anyway,
this has been an interesting tangent.
Well, I have a lot to talk about there.
No, yeah, it's a lot. It's honestly, I think there's something very cathartic to complain about it now because getting weed now is just like the easiest goddamn thing on the planet and it's fucking everywhere.
It's crazy.
So like when you look back on those like dark times, it's hilarious.
I think fondly of them. I don't know because Malcolm, you're allergic, right?
Yeah.
It's one of those things that you're miserable in the moment, but you look back on fondly like, oh yeah, my parents did used to be absolute dicks to me. Oh, I love them.
Malcolm, have you ever obtained illicit substances? You don't have to explain what substance and who obtained it for you?
I haven't.
Yes or no?
No.
You haven't? All right. It is so much fun. I do it. I do not do it anymore, for the record, but when I did do it, there's a certain camaraderie that Scum has between Scum, and I miss it.
No, I was never cool. I was never cool in high school, so
yeah. Well, I wasn't either. I had to drop out.
I'm sorry, Malcolm. I think you were a little predisposed to not being cool simply because you're allergic to weed.
Yeah, that does suck.
That is like the ultimate, like life kind of like cock blocked you in the coolness back there.
Actually, I think they did you a favor because I look back on the time I spent smoking weed as a deficit, but like you could have filled all that time with drinking like I always wanted to.
which is what I did in my early 20s.
So based.
And I did both.
Anyway.
I think I did like there was a period of time in my life where I'm pretty confident I got drunk every day for 3 weeks.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's awesome.
Robert.
Yeah, Robert's about to talk.
I've had worse. Okay, I'll put it like this.
Drink. I'm saying every day I woke up with a hangover, and then my solution was, well, I got to go drink some more later.
Yeah, I haven't done that in a while. The worst it got was like from when I was like early 20s was the pandemic, where obviously I was just staying home and drinking pretty much for a whole month. But yeah,
my thing was like in like my early comedy age, so I was like going to shows and like hanging out, and it was just like a constant thing of like, oh, I guess I'll do this, or like, oh, I'll have a couple of drinks, and like and a couple of drinks came to more drinks and pictures and all that stuff. So
yeah.
Like I never got like in that period of time. It wasn't like I was obliterated. Like there was a few days where I was obliterated, but it wasn't like every day I was obliterated.
Obliviated.
Obliterated.
Anyway, so
obliterated.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, Harper remembers me during that time. I had a bottle that I'd keep by my desk and call it my suicide bottle.
No, what?
Yeah, and
the worst is that it was El
Harper, do you remember with the brand?
The bottle of tequila is called El Compadre. Oh man! And like when you told other people that in the group, Robert, it's like a pang of worry became visible in their expression. And I'm the only one that started laughing the second you told me that.
Exactly, because you understand me too well. Everyone else was just like, oh,
he's really gonna do it.
I think not the funniest bit about that, but the fact that I've outlived like at least 2 of those people who I've told of that.
Got him.
Oh no.
Last place must suck, suckers. Tell you what, nice guys finish last. Huh?
No.
Robert cuts throats to get ahead. I've seen him do it.
No.
I have a impromptu segment since I didn't really have one prepared. Well, I had one prepared, but it sucks dick compared to this one.
No. If you got a segment, let's hear it.
Yeah, do you the segment you want to do?
All right. Well, this is what I want to do. What is your hangover cure?
Ooh.
Ooh. I defer to Malcolm first. He's the one who's talking about getting drunk for 3 weeks straight.
You got to have a better one than just drinking more, right? I mean, that's everybody's.
No,
but
that was also like a time in my life where like I will say this, like there was a period like after my dad died and like when I got into comedy where I legitimately feel like I lost my mind. Here's the thing, I was in such a bad mind headspace that I almost got cast on Big Brother camp.
That's right.
Oh, fuck.
I forgot about that. That's such a funny story.
I dodged such a huge bullet. Like I was like, because I was like, I'll do whatever. Like I was like, and then they were gonna like put me in as like the nerd guy.
Let's go.
But I was also like just a mess. And yeah, I got Sasha, a producer. He filmed this video as a submission thing, and it was like crazy. Like this video, like it's just outtakes. It doesn't like it's really like a Tim and Eric sketch is the best way to describe it now. Like it was like my like early days of comedy, so it's like it's not good. It's like probably super cringy. Like if I went back,
but they probably chose it because it wasn't good.
I gotta see that video.
Yeah, well that was it. They were like, "What the fuck is this?" Like you know, and it like and yeah, it was. And I went to like the interview stage and stuff, and that was crazy. That was nuts. So yeah, it was that was that period. But I didn't really have a recommendation. So what I do now, what I say to my like hangover cure is like before I go to bed, and I've been drinking a little bit, is like I have like electrolyte like powder, and I use it mostly for working out. But what I'll do is I'll like get like the liquid IVs. I like those a lot. Not a sponsor yet, but could we?
What's up, guys? Hit us up, seinfuck@gmail.com. We will shamelessly shill for your product. We will not have second thoughts.
We will make it an entire segment.
If you are trying to loot and pillage people in a financial standpoint, we will still plug your product. We have no scruples.
We will plug almost any product right now.
We are desperate. Go ahead.
Okay, so you before the night ends, you drink fucking liquid IV. So long as you actually remember to do it.
I do remember to do it. I'm very like diligent about it. Like I'm very much like it's this thing that happens when I get super drunk where I go like I know like subconsciously I'm like, oh, I gotta do something about tomorrow. Like I just like this panic happens before I go to sleep. And so yeah, I drink the liquid IV. I also, if I have any sort of protein in my fridge, this is like how the like
turmeric steak happens. Turmeric
steak happens is that I go like I need to eat something that's not like too greasy. And so yeah, I have like liquid IV and I have some sort of protein, and then I go to bed. And then usually I wake up and that makes me, it feels okay. And then yeah, I have more liquid IV in the morning. And I know I like just eating like it feels so fucking like traditional, but I do think like that like kind of greasy. Like I live near a McDonald's, so I will go and like here's the thing: if it's a bad hangover, and which hasn't happened in a long time, but if it's a bad hangover, Robert knows this. I live, I would say, less than a 5-minute walk from a McDonald's.
Yeah, it's right fucking there.
Yeah, you greasy food is fantastic.
I will DoorDash from that McDonald's and have someone deliver me.
Incredible.
The fact that it's 5 minutes away walking and you still DoorDash from there is fucking insane.
Nah, going outside with a hangover is insane.
Yeah, trying to do it with a hangover is much harder than like just having someone just drop it off in front of my door and then I just go eat it. So yeah, then what I'll do is I'll have all day breakfast menu. I'll get like an egg McMuffin. I will have the flapjacks, the pancakes.
You get McDonald's fucking flapjacks, dude.
That is
probably one of the lowest things I've heard.
They slap. They're so good. That's an underrated McDonald's item. All right, the pancakes are underrated.
The pancakes.
You got to get the McGriddle if you're getting pancakes. You might as well.
Yeah, no, you gotta get the pancakes with the little butter, with the maple, the syrup.
Just go to the Jack in the Box if you want your grease breakfast. McDonald's is greasy, but not as greasy as Jack in the Box.
I don't have. Unfortunately, there's no Jack in the Box near where I live, so I don't have that option.
So you're missing the fucking Jack in the Box breakfast, which is probably the best hangover food that you could possibly eat because it is literally like 80% grease, and B. You don't have the midnight munchie meal, which is what you should eat before going to bed to prevent the hangover.
Yeah, the midnight munchie meal. I remember that shit. That was when I would live with my buddy. and he we might have to cut that name, but we fucking lived so close to a Jack in the Box, and you get that was like the advent of the midnight munchie meal when it like first started, and that shit was amazing because it was like $8.
It's responsible for my weight gain. I am almost certain. I was a little fat before that, but like I'm a fat fuck because of that meal.
But I was gonna say, I finish it off with also in Canada we have, it's what I guess it would be it's one of your chicken burgers. So we call it like a junior chicken. I'll get a junior chicken, which is just like a smaller kind of almost like McChicken, but it's a little better.
It's McChicken-ish is what you're saying.
McChicken-ish, yeah.
Yeah, it's better than a
it has less mayonnaise.
Yeah, it has less mayonnaise.
Okay, it's not exactly mayonnaise.
It's a slightly different patty. It's not the same chicken patty. It's a different chicken patty. But yeah, so basically that's what I do.
All right, well, the McDonald's Canada is probably vastly better as well. I should try it.
That, or also I'll do the thing where I just don't eat for the whole day.
Yeah, I mean, that's not really a hangover cure. That's just dealing with the hangover.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's a cop-out answer, so that's why I'll tell you what I did like the last couple of times I eat.
Well, the liquid IV trick sounds like it would work.
The liquid IV thing is great. I do recommend that. But yeah, what about you guys?
Well, I kind of, how would I put this? When I was drinking very, very heavily, which is not like I drink lightly now or not at all, but when I was doing it, for some reason or another, whatever reason or another, my timing for drinking was really bad. So it's not like I went out on, I'm done with work on Friday, I'm going to go get fucked up. Oftentimes I was working in either a restaurant or I was working construction during the day, and it was a whole fucking thing. And so what I would end up doing is that I'd get blackout drunk on Tuesday, and then on the Wednesday have to get up at like 4 a.m. to go to work. And it was awful, but what I ended up doing was I got up out of my bed after making sure my phone was across the room and to its loudest setting, and I would get in the shower and blow my nose so hard that I felt like I was gonna pass out.
What?
Just clearing my sinuses while just breathing in steam from the shower and just recreating myself as a person. Then I would go at this point in time I wasn't making my own coffee, so then I would go to the nearest Circle K and I would fill up my fucking giant fucking 32-ounce cup with fucking hot coffee, no fucking milk cream, no fucking sugar, just fucking, and then just chug that throughout the morning until I was like a living person. Really, I worked through it. There really wasn't a cure. I had shit to do. I made sure I could do it, and I was miserable the entire time. But I did it.
I'm gonna have to ask Sasha to put Yo-Yo Ma's Bach cello suite #1 in G major behind that. You fucking Patrick Bateman-esque freak.
What? I'm sorry.
Every morning I wake up and I enter the shower. I blow my nose as hard as I can.
Actually, Sasha asked me, Robert, because you're just bringing up the restaurant. He asked me to ask you to talk about the sushi restaurant story. I think that's what.
Was he talking about the one that happened this last time I was up there in Vancouver?
Or this is when you were working. Did you work at one?
Oh, I did. I mean, that story. God damn it. Of course.
I don't know what the story is.
I remember it. Harper knows this story. Or actually, before I start, Harper, you wanted to say something?
Well, yeah, before you fucking steamrolled me with Malcolm, you and your fucking buddy pile drive me into the dirt. I was going to tell you, the only hangover cure that actually works before bed is taking 2 of your favorite acetaminophen capsules and chugging a quart of water. The blood will actually be so thin and your system will be so flooded with oxygen-rich water that you'll eventually flush all the alcohol out naturally, and your body will absorb it as some sort of kidney stone, I assume.
Yeah, it's a piss out later. I did used to get a lot of kidney stones when I was my highest drinking. I think I just also drank a lot of soda then too.
Yeah, we all made a mistake or two in our life.
Yeah,
I've never had kidney stones, so but I did have my appendix come out. So yeah, go tell the story.
Sushi story. So I worked at Kona Grill, which was a Asian fusion sushi place when I was like,
It's a nice place.
it's fine. It's like, it's all right.
It's in the high rent district. It was nice.
It was in a it was in a nice part of town. I'll put that like there. But I was working there after some issues that I had. Initially, I dropped out of like community college right out of high school, and it was a whole thing. But I was working there as a busboy. I was fairly young. I don't think I was older than like 20 or 21. And I'm working there while living at home and driving because obviously, like as Harper mentioned earlier in the episode, we lived so fucking far away from anything. I was driving 30 minutes basically just to get to work, and that's Arizona's fucking hell. And so I've worked there for a number of months, and eventually the rumor happens that I have a big dick. Don't ask me how it started.
Robert started it.
I did not fucking start it. I am embarrassed by this entire story. So just a heads up.
Oh no.
And I
didn't realize how big Robert's dick was.
Yeah, this is Cap, by the way. This is Robert humble bragging. 100%.
I don't know. The story isn't about the dick size.
Stop talking about my giant penis.
I don't have a giant penis. I have a slightly above average penis. Thank you.
Oh my God. Would you listen to him? Shut the fuck up.
So humble about his cock.
I hate you guys. Anyway. I'm working there, and yeah, the rumor comes out that says I have a big dick, and it's a funny rumor. And being a 20-year-old, I play into it. I make jokes about it. So does everyone else. Blah 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 blah.
Were you like the Pete Davidson of this like sushi restaurant?
Yeah, there was a rumor, but it's about big dick, but it's just like, yeah, it's not fucking true or whatnot. Anyway, Pete Davidson and being just like, skinny boy. I don't even know how to fucking say it, but it's basically the same thing. Anyway, so one day I am walking around with my bus tray looking for tables to clear, plates to take, whatever. And a girl who I had a very big crush on, I won't say her name, but I really liked her, trips. I don't know 100% whether it was an accident or not. I don't know whether she did it on purpose. It looks like an actual tripping accident, but she trips and she grabs my dick to catch her fall. Like she grabs my leg, and I just like, whoa! Oh, yeah, it was kind of like that. It was like a little like whoa, and she fucking grabs it with like my leg just to kind of catch herself. I'm like frozen. At this point, I'm thanking God that I have like a half chub. So it actually does seem like it's
your half chub is I heard your half chub is like most guys fully erect.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, she turns bright pink, says, "Oh, it's true," and runs off to the back kitchen. I walk back there, and like the entire restaurant has gathered and are like whispering to each other. And I am probably the most embarrassed I have been in my entire life. I stopped working there a few weeks after that.
Was this the same restaurant that you got propositioned to do gay porn at?
Robert, I just want to ask you a question.
Yeah, what's up, Harper?
Who do you think is buying this horseshit for the last 10 years?
No, that's like the legitimate story.
I was so embarrassed. Everyone thought my dick was huge. You're a fucking awful liar.
I've never been so embarrassed about my giant penis in my entire life.
It's because it's...
I'm sorry.
Capolini, Caparosa. Fucking.
I will actually, Jessica, you'll eventually listen to this.
Jessica, I don't want to hear you back up.
My sister. Shut the fuck up.
My sister knows how big my penis is.
No, shut the fuck up. Let me finish what I'm saying.
All right.
My sister was working there at the same time too, and was on the floor when it happened. She can back me up with this fucking story, and she'll know how fucking embarrassed I was about it too.
I don't know what to say. Have you ever seen The Life and Times of R.J. Berger? I think was the name of it.
The Hard Times of R.J.
Hard Times of R.J. Berger.
This seems it's sounds vaguely familiar.
It was an MTV show back in like the early 2010s.
A fucking nerdy little bitch with a huge penis.
Was it an actual like TV show or
Yeah, it was an MTV TV show.
like a reality TV show?
Man, the NDA is strong to keep you from talking about the show your life is based on.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah. The way you tell that, no one's gonna believe you.
That's the story Sasha told me to tell.
Let me tell you my favorite. By the way, do you have a story like this, Malcolm? In case you wanted to share some bullshit you made up on the spot today.
Fuck!
I know it's Robert's been telling this story for so long.
Yeah,
by the way.
you know, for me, like listen, it's just so hard. Like, I have to buy pants that are like a size bigger than my waist.
It's actually a nightmare, yeah.
Because my penis is so big, it's a nightmare.
I can't get erect because the amount of blood required to fully engorge my penis would leave me absent, like faint.
Yeah, like I can't buy joggers because
The women would be staring at my penis head falling out of the joggers.
Yeah, I can't wear 5-inch inseam pants.
Yes, you can, Robert, and you can tuck it just like everybody
when
else.
I was wearing sweatpants and walking down the streets, you know, women would crash their cars because they were so distracted.
Yeah, of course.
Fuck up.
Yeah, how do you think I feel, huh? Whenever I'm making a pizza delivery and they can see through my tight spandex that I have an extra sausage for them.
Everybody, my penis is not gigantic. I have a slightly above average penis that it gets overblown.
That's why they call him Black Salami.
I'm surprised Sasha hasn't used that for an intro.
Yeah, look at the size of his cock.
Jesus. That's why they call him Black Salami.
Yeah, for anyone actually wondering, that story is true. I'm just busting Robert's balls about it because I figure they could put up with a little abuse given that they're twice the size of the average human heart.
Oh, fuck. Twice? That would, you know how big a heart is? That's like volleyball level.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you should be happy that your balls aren't massive.
No, I have no frame of reference to compare it to.
You think that there's a woman out there who's just like hunting for the man with abnormally large balls, but like a small cock?
I'm sure that exists. Like 100% sure that there's some woman out there.
Could you send me their number or like?
Yeah, can you? Yeah, you can send an email to Seinfuck@gmail.com.
Seinfuck@gmail.com. If you're a balls kind of woman,
If you're looking for a man whose dick can be perched comfortably atop his massive balls,
if you wanted an orange-sized testicle in the palm of your hand, but anyway,
Slobbering.
I already told you about my roommate, right?
Before we move on to your roommate, I just have one last question, Robert.
Yeah,
was this the same restaurant in which you were propositioned to do gay porn at?
I was gonna bring that up earlier too. That's funny.
yes it is.
Weren't you underaged?
No, I was 20.
Okay.
You're thinking of the other place I was working at. The other place where I was.
All right. Well, we're gonna cut that part of the story out.
Can we change to something a little bit more graphic?
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to Harper's roommate story.
Yeah, what is your
I
roommate's-
probably told this one already. Sasha, pay attention and cut it if I did.
I can probably tell you if you told it.
My roommate was a huge fat fuck, right? And he comes out to me after slamming one of his 600-pound women and says, "Man, you know, my dick is not like too big, like it's average or whatever, but bitches are always telling me you got the biggest balls I ever seen."
You know, you have not told this story, by the way. You've told another story with your roommate with the Coke can.
Yeah, the Coke can guy. It's the same guy.
Same guy, but different.
But
Sorry.
go on.
I love that guy. For the record, if you're listening, I'm but like cut his name out.
What did you say at that?
I was like, who the fuck compliments a guy on their fucking testicles, brother? Is something wrong with your dick? And he's like, no, my dick's fine. My dick is perfectly fine.
He's just really defensively.
They just say I got huge balls, the biggest balls they've ever seen. I was like, a woman can't pleasure herself on your testicles. And he's like, have you tried? Have you tried? I was like, I don't think you have either. That sounds painful.
Have you tried?
Cut his name out if you don't mind. I know we're already cutting names, but like, you need to cut that guy's name out in case he finds me, because he's big and he does the like powerlifting.
He's big but slow, and
He'll beat the fuck out of me.
Yeah, and he's got massive vulnerability with his giant balls.
Harper, all you have to do is you start to go, get him, and then he just rips the balls off.
Yeah.
My dog has tried to eat the testicles off of certain individuals, but like that was an incident and it is isolated. Not at my
It's
direction.
an isolated incident, just like the ball was isolated
Yeah,
from
just like
the
the-
rest of the
Just like a terrorist attack in Europe, you know?
I do like, did he say how big his balls were? Are we talking ping pong, golf ball, tennis ball?
If someone is going out of the way to tell you their balls are big, I don't assume they have any reason to lie about it, because who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Having a big wiener is all that matters. Like, if you have big balls, that's good, I
I
think.
guess.
It also might be bad, because that's a prime target for abuse.
No.
Unless you're into that.
Cock and ball torture, or CBT, is a sexual activity.
Oh,
Have you ever heard of testicular torsion?
Yeah, it's when you twist your not your vas deferens. That's just the channel. It's when you twist your balls together, right? And they get tangled in itself.
You twist either both of your balls or a nut. I don't remember which one it is.
I think you can twist a single nut and then you can twist them against each other.
Yeah, exactly.
And both are testicular torsion.
Yeah, they just sounds awful. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
You've never experienced testicular, like you've never gone to the hospital with like a pain so severe in your nuts just for them to tell you, oh,
I have sat on my nuts before. That's
Dude,
not
that
fun.
sucks. That
Wow.
sucks too.
you remember that ooh and a ooh video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because that woman sat on her balls. But
Oh, I didn't realize that
that
was a Tucker.
Oh.
a Tucker,
And
yeah.
I just sat on my balls.
Gotcha.
Anyway, I only say this to say there's this meme where it's just like, take this, Kakarot, and like they show the graph with testicular torsion, and then the next frame is Goku going,
Oh, Dragon Ball Z. It's got such great memes.
so fucking funny.
It's such a weird tangent, but have you ever actually seen in the wild people commenting on like kids beating cancer with people being like, yeah, but I bet I can't beat Goku though? Because it's a real thing people do, and they are insane.
Like in the cancer ward of the hospital or something? Holy fuck.
Yeah, no, there's like will be Facebook posts where like parents are celebrating their kids recovering from cancer. And just some
I thought you meant in person.
No, that would be
Holy
hilarious.
fuck. I was going to be like, Robert, who are you hanging out with? Oh my God.
I'm just like, yeah. Oh yeah, my nephew had cancer, and then this random guy came up to him after he beat him. Just
Slaps the fucking chart out the doctor's hands. Can't beat Goku though. One Punch Man clears your son.
Oh, this
Fucking
is not
asshole.
good for my fucking lungs. Oh, I'm
Laughter's the
gonna
best
die.
medicine. Lotion's the best way.
wait, laughter.
Wait, hold up real quick, Malcolm.
Yeah.
You've seen a cursory amount of anime, enough for me to ask the question, who would win, Goku or One Punch Man?
Ooh, One Punch Man.
Yeah, see, the case closed. Everyone else has the wrong opinion.
Because here's the thing. One Punch Man looks like he has cancer.
He kills people with one. Has One Punch Man ever died? No.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I stopped reading after like 2 chapters.
idea. I simply am too ignorant to find out.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I had no idea. My penis is so large. I stopped.
I can't read
Who
sufficiently.
will win, One Punch Man or Robert's penis? Begin.
Is this the epic rap battle guy? Yeah, it is. Robert's penis versus
One Punch Man.
Robert's penis is just going like.
That is so dumb.
That's just One Punch Man looking very fucking like afraid, not saying anything.
But I mean,
Anyway.
let's be honest. Epic rap battles of history is probably the bleakest the internet has ever been.
It was a cornerstone, and the Zoomers appreciate it as part of their childhood now.
It was bleak.
How's that feel?
It was bleak.
I'm Adolf Hitler, commander of the Third Reich. Little known fact. Also dope on the mic.
Dude, don't lie. You thought at least one of those was dope.
You know what? I will say I liked the Mythbusters versus the Ghostbusters episode. That was good.
I don't know about that one. That
Shut the fuck
That one
up.
sucked.
No, I don't know. Anyway, because I was just a very big fan of both series. And I was like 17 when that came out.
Stalin versus Rasputin clears it.
I don't even know. I don't really have a segment just because I've been dying for the past week or so.
Well, you were telling me that you were watching some old classic movies.
Exactly. Yeah. I was just watching a bunch of old movies, like comfy sick day movies. Like, do you guys have like a sick movie that it's like your go-to? Like, yeah, a movie that you watch that you don't have to think that you're going to enjoy it greatly, that you could just watch when you're sick. I have like 30. I have so many.
When I had COVID, I don't necessarily do movies when I'm sick. I do series. And if I do watch a series when I'm sick, I have a permanent association with being sick while watching it.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So I burn as little material like that as possible. But I discovered Dank Pods when I had the coronavirus.
Dank Pods?
Dank Pods reviews early 2000s multimedia devices, like knockoff iPods.
Oh, so this is like a YouTube series.
A YouTube series, right. Because I tried watching Voyager, and the fever dreams I got as a result of watching Voyager haunt me to this day.
Oh, damn.
And it's literally just like being stuck in the same moment in time over and over again. That was the fever dream. But like, I was watching Dank Pods, and I'm like, this is mid content at best. And he has like phrases that he repeats to like hook in the viewer, like it's a programmed dopamine rush kind of thing.
Like, yeah, to snap you to attention, being like, oh, and then there's this little landmark thing that we need to listen, or that I say, so you know what I'm about to talk about next.
Yeah, there's a lot of those, and honestly, seeing the early 2000s crap was cozy.
Malcolm, what is your kind of your comfort viewing when you're sick?
I think recently my comfort viewing has been I really love the TV show Taskmaster, and it's been on YouTube.
My brother is obsessed with Taskmaster.
It's so funny. Like, to be honest, that's one of my dreams, is if they do
Taskmaster Canada.
Taskmaster Canada, I want to be on that show so badly. Like, I can't explain how much I want to be on that show. Like that's the show to go do as a comedian. So I love Taskmaster. I've also, like, for whatever reason, when I get sick, I really like watching Michael Bay movies. Like that's
that's the kind of the quality you need in a sick movie. You don't think about it.
Yeah, like I love going back and watching The Rock and Armageddon in particular. Those are two highlights. Recently, I went and I watched, while I was sick, Michael Bay's latest movie, Ambulance. And that movie is incredible. I love that movie. That movie is so good in how bad it is. Like, it's just like nonsensical, like what's happening. Like, there's a scene in that movie where he's this guy, and this cop gets shot, and he's never sedated. He's just knocked out. And he like comes to as they're like trying to remove a bullet, and his spleen explodes. And he's like, what's going on? And the way they get him to like go back to sleep is that one of the guys who like takes over the ambulance that like is the spot where this whole movie takes place in, just uses his elbow and knocks him the fuck out. Like, he just like breaks his nose.
Deadass, I forgot that movie released.
Yeah, that movie came out in a weird time, like just like like in the middle of the release of like lockdown and stuff, and people are just getting back, so no one saw it.
Yeah, it came out just around like the whole like Delta kind of lockdowns. But you know what? I don't know if I would have enjoyed it. Like, it would have probably been fun in the movie theaters, but it's definitely just fun watching it like on Twitter or whatever, wherever you could just.
On Twitter.
I thought Tom Hiddleston was in that movie, but I just looked it up. That was Jake Gyllenhaal. Holy fuck!
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal's performance is nuts in that movie. Like,
I can only imagine.
I love that Jake Gyllenhaal just goes for like these crazy, like weird action roles. Jake Gyllenhaal and Yahya Abdul-Mateen II play brothers. Like that's like one of the things.
They're like adopted brothers or something, and they're like former criminals or
Yeah, they're obviously adopted brothers, but yeah, but the thing is like it's just I don't know, it's just so funny. You have to watch that movie. It's a perfect segment.
We should have a group viewing where we should watch it as friends, as colleagues, as chums.
I like a watch and talk like that. We should have probably some more podcasts or
Mystery
something, like maybe
Science.
like once a month.
But yeah, no. So that movie's great. Pain and Gain, super fun. I mean, the whole Michael Bay, the whole collection.
Michael Bay movies. Do you generally watch like the Transformers? I was tempted to watch Transformers this time around, but I didn't end up doing it.
I like the first one. Transformers 1 is good.
Yeah, it's a classic.
There's 2 Michael Bay movies, in my opinion, that are like, you should probably avoid. And it's Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, there you
Bad
go.
movie.
Because it's just a bad movie. And then 13 Hours. That's also just like the.
I would add any Transformers after Transformers 2. Have you seen the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles by Michael Bay?
No, I didn't realize he did a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
So just before 13 Hours is Michael Bay's Benghazi movie.
Oh no!
Zero Dark 30. You mean, right?
No, he made a Benghazi movie called 13 Hours.
He made another Benghazi movie.
Wait. He never did Zero Dark 30.
No. I'm sorry. Another Benghazi movie got made that wasn't Zero Dark 30. The one that like got caught because they like lied about half of it.
Yeah, this is based on a novel by Mitchell Zuckoff.
Wasn't that the same thing? Was the Zero Dark 30 was based off of a novel?
Yeah, but it was a different novel. This one is just, it's a 13 Hours is like, again, it's a John Krasinski led Benghazi action movie from Michael Bay.
Oh, okay.
Tangent.
This was the weird like spell of fucking John Krasinski.
This is a genre.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about John Krasinski's like weirdly conservative action roles that he's been doing.
Right.
Where he's doing like spy thrillers intended for 50-year-old men who can't get out of their lazy boy.
Yeah, no, that's very true.
Me?
I said 50-year-old man. Thank you. So your dad. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really watch any freaking Michael Bay movies this time around. The one movie that I did watch that I thought a lot about was that 2009 Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes movie. That is a stinker. But at the same time,
discombobulate.
Is that what Game of Shadows or whatever?
No, well, Game of Shadows was the sequel that I didn't end up seeing. Actually, no, I tried watching it and I got through 20 minutes of it.
I saw the sequel in theaters for some reason.
Holy fuck.
What is wrong with you?
He's a huge fan.
Okay, but yeah, that movie, the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes movie, is also like it sucks. It's an awful movie. Someone decided to make an action thriller out of the Sherlock Holmes series where he does like 18th century kung fu slap fighting.
That's so awesome, dude. Don't even fucking lie. The weird cock bull fucking bare knuckle boxing scene
where he's like just slapping the dude.
Where it's like discombobulate, slap him on the head, kick him in the nuts.
It also was like the era of slow mo. Everyone was doing the slow mo. So the whole like crux of the series. This is like the movie comes out in the Sherlock Holmes timeline when in the middle of like the breakup between Sherlock Holmes and Watson. So Watson's engaged to a girl and they're breaking up and having their quote unquote last case together. And the only like the thing that's propelling them forward as a pair is the fact that, oh, the guy that we caught was sentenced to death isn't actually dead. He's supposed to come back from the grave. Oh! But the whole like crux of their relationship is just Robert Downey Jr.'s character being upset that his best friend's getting married. And it's just like they're divvying up their things as if they're in the middle of a breakup. He's gay!
Brain rot, I fear. So here's a follow-up.
Yeah.
I'm very glad that the genre of military film fell out of grace since American Sniper was the last big one I can remember. I could name several of these movies. I don't think any of them were good. Saving Private Ryan,
That was a great movie. That's what the fuck.
Amazing movie.
Full Metal Jacket,
That's an amazing movie.
Full Metal Jacket's a good movie. Not my favorite, but good.
Black Hawk Down.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie, actually.
It's just American military propaganda at that point.
There's a lot of American military propaganda in these movies. American Sniper being one of them for sure.
Being the most egregious.
I think Desert Storm.
Yeah, that guy literally committed war crimes.
For sure. No, that's what I'm saying about all of these. Is just like if any movie is like pushing the Americans as the good guys and the terrorists as like caricatures with like the gators over their heads, you know?
Yeah, non-specific national adversaries usually.
Like Iron Man bad guys, you know? Like
yeah, they're not a real country, but you know who they're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Like in the new Top Gun movies where they're just like they got next generation fighters. Like we don't know who the fucking bad guy is. They're in the snow. Anyway, those movies suck. I think every military movie sucks. I think military plots set in the modern day suck.
I agree.
Because they're not being honest.
Unless it's stuff like, I don't know, Jarhead, where the point isn't that the military's awesome.
I didn't like that one either. I didn't like that. I guess I just don't like it as a subject.
Another John Krasinski war drama.
Jarhead's not Jonathan Krasinski.
No, John Krasinski has a very small role in that movie.
Oh, does he?
It's the movie he did just before he got The Office.
Oh, gotcha.
It's a joke. It's a thinker.
It's a thinker.
That's not a thinker. That's just a fact.
It's a fact. It's just a fact.
A fact. If people would stop trying to push Call of Duty story mode as like the epitome of single player experience.
Storytelling, yeah.
Holy fuck.
I mean,
holy fuck.
Well, you didn't like that whole sequence where like, what is it? They blow up the Earth or something.
Yeah, that was.
And it's seen from the point of view of the astronaut.
Do you remember the 3D CG Avenged Sevenfold singing at the end of Modern Warfare 3? I'm not insane. I'm not insane.
Oh,
come
boy.
back to me. It's almost easy.
Oh man.
I was not allowed to play Modern Warfare after Modern Warfare 2 with the no Russian shit. I was not allowed to play that.
Remember, no Russia.
Yeah, I think the only time I played Modern Warfare 3 or anything past that was when I was at a buddy's place. And even then it was just like, this is bad.
The numbers, Mason.
What do they mean? You fucking goddamn, it's so dumb.
Yeah.
I know only the memes.
You're not missing a whole lot. I've played the story on those, and people would wait seriously, like with bated breath, when to play what is considerably like a 3-hour campaign most of the time on these, and they're just like, "Don't spoil anything. Don't spoil it for me. I want to find out what happens to Makarov." And it's like, who the fuck cares?
Who the fuck is Makarov?
Yeah.
Who the fuck are these characters?
Well, they were spoiling it on Facebook back then, Facebook and Twitter, because that was the only kind of social hell you could get yourself into. Man, old Facebook, iconic. Death to
They're two whining stars over there.
Put your favorite thing to put death to there, Sasha.
Sasha.
Yeah. Death to wieners. I don't know.
Death to wieners.
Yeah. We're hanging Robert by his cock.
Oh no! Oh Jesus!
Well, no, we're not attaching the rope to your cock.
No.
We're strangulating you with your cock because it's so big.
It's not gonna work.
No, well, it'll reach. You've attested to that.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
We'll string your cock up in the tree and wrap your neck around.
You lie down in bed, your cock's basically touching the ceiling.
Yeah, Robert once told me when I was winning an argument against him on a pronunciation issue, L plus ratio plus I'm taller than you laying down.
I do remember that. Yeah, that was good.
No, that didn't happen. I made that up.
No, I have said that before.
No,
though.
I said that to you. But anyway.
No. Maybe I said it to someone else after you said it to me.
Yeah, that was all me. I saw that on Twitter one day.
You know what? I think I did tell that to Sasha after you told it to me one
It's
time.
so fucking funny. You got his ass.
I think I stole it without realizing.
Got his fucking ass. Take that, Sasha, you dumb mick.